Come here, the pioneer. I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching this with a lot of thread. You keep the medals cause the real one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Now listen up. Before we get into this video, you know exactly what you need to do, man. Go ahead and drop a like and make sure you sub to the channel. I repeat, drop a like, sub to the channel. If you've been watching my videos long enough and you haven't subscribed yet, man, come on over to the Uncle Demi, become an official nephew and niece, man. Go ahead and subscribe and make sure also show some love for the video, especially if you're an ISO player. Go ahead and drop a like, because I know a lot of the ISO community are going to tune into this one because they want to know what some really good rare ISO builds, right? So what we're going to do today is obviously talk about the ISO builds and some of them that are rare. And I pretty much believe that these are rare builds. Have you probably seen some of them before? Yes. Have you seen them like this? No, most likely you haven't seen them built like this. And then also they have to be able to ISO. So of course, you know, they have to have some pretty good dribbling abilities, and these do, right? And as you can see already, this is the power forward. So you already know this is going to be a pretty big build, and we're going to we're going to go with the playmaking 4, okay? The playmaking 4, which is something similar to the playmaking glass cleaner. You want to use this same type of pie chart. The only difference is that everybody knows, I think it's Nut DF. He made the playmaking glass cleaner, which is really, really good build. But of course, you know me, I'm always looking for something that stands out more than just being an ISO player build. And one thing I didn't like about his build is that it didn't get the contact dunks. So as you can see here, we're going 78, 73. We also want to go ahead and max out everything here. Go 77 here. And then of course I want to max out here, and then go here. All right, so that'll give you 16. Then you want to max out the interior, perimeter, lateral quickness, skip the steals, go blocks, and then we're gonna go 80 and 80, all right? So as you can see, you have 1, 10, 16, and 17. So that is a ton of badges, all right? Now we're already gonna know off rip when I change his weight and everything around that he's gonna be able to ISO. So that's really dope. But one thing I like, and if you watch my LeBron James video when I had him in the park, right? You know, one thing a lot of people don't understand is that when you are big, right? I don't know if it's a placebo or not, but I really feel that you get more contact dunks, right? So on my LeBron James build, you know, I'm like, my strength is, I can't remember, strength is in the 80s. And I just feel like when I'm going against these little small 160, 170 pound guards, and I'm 230, for some reason I feel like when I go to the rack, I get contact dunks activated a lot with that build. And I don't even have all my badges on it yet. So I don't know, maybe that's me. So then again, I'm thinking the same thing. Once again, you have a build like this, even though my strength is low, I'm gonna have a lot of weight, all right? So let's just talk about that real quick. So this is what we're gonna do. You wanna go build. You wanna drop your weight to 6'8", of course. You wanna go 254, right? 254, right? And then you wanna get your wingspan down to 80, right? So now let's look at something here. Believe it or not, you're gonna have a 92 speed with this build, which I think is ridiculous, all right? A 92 speed. Now we have to go with the speed, but it would be dope if we can go with the speed invert, but I just wanted to make sure I got as much speed as possible. I don't want to risk it, right? Because you're only going to have a 76 ball handle, right? Or a 77 if you get 99.9. So let's just say by 5, right? So you have a 77 ball handle, right? And then of course, if that's the case, if you get 99.9, you get an extra one. So you get a +9 on your speed, whatever. So then of course, that'll be a 93 speed. So I know from that combination, I definitely will be able to speed boost. And of course, with playmaking takeover, you'll be able to speed boost way before that. But again, I just want to kind of throw those out there. And as you can see, you have an 84 driving dunk at 99. And 99.9, you have an 85. So you get all the contact dunks. Now, as you know, I'm about to hit legend, right? And once I hit legend, even though I only have 1 finishing badge, I will actually have 11. So when I have 11 finishing badges on this build, oh my God. Right? So just keep that in mind. Like, there is also a benefit to also not having all those badges when you hit legend, because now all of a sudden I'm going to be able to have contact finisher on gold. I'm going to be able to have fancy footwork on gold. I'm going to be able to have consistent finisher or whatever combination I think I'll be using. But I know contact finisher on gold for sure. And I definitely might say fancy footwork or slithery finisher would be another one. But it's just going to be OP, right? So again, mid-range shot will be a 70 or a 71. When I say 70 or 71, that means 70 for a +4, 71 for a +5, right? If you hit 99.9. So I know some people have a hard time maintaining a 99.9. Someone like myself, I don't have a hard time doing that because, I'm usually the focal point in the park. So I'm always gonna get 99.9 unless I lose. So then same thing for your ball handling, it'll be a 77. Your pass accuracy will be a 90. But then look at your defensive side, right? So your defensive side, you have an 81 perimeter defense and an 85 interior, an 85 defensive rebound, an 84 offensive rebound, an 83 block, right? Even your steals will be pretty decent at 50, but you didn't want to worry about that. Your lateral quickness will be a 74. So again, this is a really solid build. And then when you come here, you definitely want to go with the playmaking takeover because you would ISO and get that playmaking takeover badge. And then here you have it, a playmaking 4, right? So again, I'm not going to go over the badges to select because we are doing 3 builds and I just want to keep it within the time constraints. So this is the playmaking 4. Now let's head over to the second build. All right, my nephews and nieces. So with the number 2, again, not in particular order. This is not in the order of like, this is the second best. This is just 3 randomly selected top rare ISO builds. Number 2, we're gonna go with the tempo, the two-way tempo pusher. Okay, now the two-way tempo pusher is somebody that loves a two-way slashing playmaker that just does not want that build name because everybody has it. Okay, or you love a two-way slasher but you don't want that name because now it's so prominent in the community. I'm not trying to sound like I'm the one that really made a two-way slasher prominent, but as you look at the video, it has dang near close to 100,000 views, and I feel like a lot of people picked up on a two-way slasher as a good lockdown build. So again, that's been used out. Now we have another version that's just as good, of course, and it's the two-way tempo pusher, right? And the good thing about a two-way tempo pusher is going to be from this pie chart here. And again, this pie chart here, what's really cool about it is that you're able to get great slashing without going blue, right? And you want to be an ISO player, you definitely want to have playmaking so you can get the playmaking takeover. And then of course, it's good to have defense, right? So you could definitely get a really, really good ISO build out of this build here. And of course, you can also in the blue and yellow. But when you do blue and yellow, you get watered down defense. You do red and yellow, you get extremely good defense, right? Now here, this is what's really cool. You actually go with this pie chart here. And the reason being, again, like I said, you want to have the strength, right? Again, I'm really starting to believe strength has a lot to do with these contact animations. So I'm going with the strength. I want to be bigger and stronger. And then what you want to do here is you want to max out your driving layup, your driving dunk, and your post hook, okay? And the reason why I want to max out the post hook, I'm starting to see more and more cheese on the post hook cheese. So I just wanted to see how that goes. Go into the basket and all of a sudden you can't get nothing. Just hold R2 and then hit up on the right analog stick and do a post hook, right? Then you want to go here, go to 82, max out this, that gives you 10 shooting. You can only go 78 on your pass accuracy, max out your ball handling, right? And then go 48, and that gives you 16, right? Then here you want to max out your perimeter, your lateral quickness, your steals, your blocks, and then the rest for your defensive rebounds. So that 54 is actually going to look pretty good when I change his height. But all in all, 7, 10, 16, and 8. Again, so many different badges to work with here. Again, you hit legend with it, it's going to be crazy. So this is something that you definitely want to keep in mind. If you want to have a rare ISO build, this is the one that you definitely want to go with as if you want to be a guard and still be able to do a little bit of everything. And not have that, two-way slashing playmaker name or two-way slasher name. This is the build you will want to go with, right? Here, you're going to actually go with any type of body style you want. Let's just go define here. You want to go 6'5", okay? You want to go 6'5", 193, right? And then you want to get your wingspan and leave it the same, right? Because you just don't want to change your steal or anything like that, right? And then you see how now all of a sudden my defensive rebound went to 58. So then, of course, that means that I have a 62 or a 65 defensive rebound, which is really good for a guard. But all in all, just look at this. You have a 91 driving dunk or a 92, okay, which is really good. 86 driving layup, 87. You'll also have a 71 three-point shot, or a 72 three-point shot, also a 77 mid-range or 76, all right? So that's really good. A 90 or 91 ball handle. And then look at the defense. You'll have a 90 perimeter defense. You'll have an 88 lateral quickness. You also have a 90 steal, an 85 block, right? So look how toxic this is. And if you look at your speed, acceleration, vert, and strength, so you will have an 80 strength, right? If you hit 99.9, right? You're also having a 97 speed, a 97 acceleration, and then a 98 vert, all right? So these numbers are off the chart, but an 80 strength is just ridiculous, and I think that's just really going to help out a lot when you're trying to be an ISO player, right? And then, of course, here what you want to do is you want to go with the slashing or the playmaking takeover. It's really your call on what you feel like you want to do. If you want to get ankles more, maybe you go here, or if you want to just get more contacts and you want to go here, okay? So then here you have it. This right here is your two-way tempo pusher, another rare ISO build that I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in the community will enjoy. Now let's head to the last and final build. All right, my nephews and nieces, the last and final build is a build that I already have made at 99. It's a build that I was trying to make a Draymond Green type version of, but then when I started to get really in depth with it, I was like, man, this dude can really dribble and ISO up. And I really love this build. And this is the secondary ball handler. I know I brought it up in the top 3, 6, 8 or taller ISO builds, but it's also a build I still just don't see a lot of, and I do not understand why. It is a pure playmaking pie chart, and when I tell you that it does so many great things because it can shoot so well, it can dribble, it can post up, it just can do a lot, and I just love this build. It really shines on the twos court, obviously, and it definitely shines in rec, and it shines in the on 3v3. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. You want to max out your driving dunk and standing dunk. You do not get contact dunks with this build, so maybe that might deter some of y'all, but for the most part, you're going to be bigger and stronger than every single person that you're playing against in the guard position, so don't worry about it. You only have to go 68 on your pass accuracy. You want to max out your ball handling, and then you get a whopping 94 post moves, all right? So you get a 90 on 4 post move, and then you have a 78 post fade. So you can imagine what I do when I get down low on a little guard. I'll just go ahead and do a post fade on them, right? You want to go 70 on your block. You want to go 45 on your offensive rebound, and then the rest you want to go here 81. So you have 1, 15, 20, and 6. Again, a ton of badge upgrades that you have potentially with this build. Again, if you hit legend with it, it gets even crazier, and that's why I'm so excited to really try to get this legend bar out the way. This legend bar is crazy slow, right? So I'm trying to get out the way so I can get y'all some really good content on these builds to really show you the potential and how they can shine. But again, if you're not planning on hitting legend, this is still a really solid build. I play with this build a lot because it is a pure playmaking pie chart to when I want to play 5 out in the rec to try to get a lot of assists and throw lobs. Or also if I just want to get, I'm tired of catching lobs, I get on this build on a twos court and try to throw 2 lobs to a slasher, like an interior force or a finisher or that type of sort. Now, here with this build, what you want to do is you want to go any type of style, doesn't matter. You can go, let's say for instance, let's go define. You want to go 6'8", you want to stay at 225, and you want to get down to 81 wingspan, right? So now if you look at the physicals, again, you will have a whopping 93 speed with this build, and then you'll have an 85 ball handle, right? So you can imagine what this thing can do. Right now, with me, I'm a 99.9 what I do with this build. I'm going to bring him into the park. I'm just trying to figure out when I want to bring him out. I got a lot of things in the calendar already, but I want to bring him out so y'all can really see what this guy can do. And I'm pretty sure once I bring him out there and see what he can do, a lot of people will jump on it quick, all right? You'll have an 85 mid-range shot, and you'll also have a whopping 79 three-point shot, right? 99, you'll have a 99 post moves, right? Defensively, there is a liability there, obviously. What I usually do is I do run with a lockdown that can obviously shoot, so I do not play on ball. So usually what I do is I make sure my 2 people I'm running on a twos court that can shoot, or when I'm playing on the twos court, I have to make sure that I have a really good solid lockdown that I can run with, that can play the center position and also be able to help me with the on-ball defense if they're trying to ISO. So that's just a little wrinkle that I do, because I am able to still play a little bit of defense on centers because I am 6'8" and a little bit taller, so I can help out. But then here, what you want to do is you want to go with the shot creating takeover, which is really unique. You do not get the playmaking takeover with this build because obviously you do not have high passing rating. But the shot creating takeover is really, really cheesy because I do a lot of hop steps when I have takeover, and I break ankles like that all the time. So it's really fun. It's a different dynamic, and it's something that I genuinely enjoy, and I'm pretty sure y'all would too. So this is a secondary ball handler. My nephews and nieces, I hope you truly enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, man. And again, this is your man, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon, another banger. You know, when I say I'll be back soon, another banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm out.
Yeah, rare form, yeah.